Hello everybody, Albit's brother here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the performance of Deus Ex Mankind Divided on my Intel Arc A770. So let's check this here. We're running 4502. I was having some problems with the driver yesterday. I had games crashing like crazy, and then this said some weird old driver version came up, and then I had to reboot. Just another day in the life of owning an Intel Arc GPU. I have run Mankind Divided before on this card, so I'm pretty sure what I'm going to be getting into here, but thought it'd be interesting to show you here. So we are running DX12. Mankind Divided was an early DX12 title, and DX12 in this game has a reputation for being a little bit buggy, but not in the way that I'm about to show you. Ultra preset, which means motion blur is on, just so I can, if I turn it off, this will change to custom, and it's like, oh, whatever. I'm running the ultra preset. Here we go. At least NVIDIA users would complain about DX12 in this game, the way it was always crashing. I've played this game with DX12 using Radeon. I didn't have a problem with it. But that could just be me. And again, this is installed on my 7200 RPM hard drive. This is not installed on an SSD. And that is this part of the overlay over here with drive temperature and read activity. So if you see a stutter on screen, check the read activity on the overlay. And if it's at 100%, then yeah. I don't want to have it installed on a 7200 RPM hard drive, but that's the hard drive I could afford. In a perfect world, I would have a MSAA is off, as you can see here. In a perfect world, I would have a SSD, 8 terabyte SSD to install all my games on. But in a perfect world, I would also own an RTX 4090 and not an Intel Arc A770, and this video wouldn't even be happening. So let's go. I want to load. Here we go. Where did I go? Oh, okay. Latest autosave. This'll do. Running around Prague in the daytime. So yeah, you can see we've got read activity of 100% here. That's because it's loading. In game, it's not usually at 100%. And 30 FPS in the load screen is normal. But there's a lot going on here. I think this game uses about 6 gigs of video memory when it's on Ultra. And I may edit this out since this is obviously taking a while. Oh, here we go. That's not that bad. I'm not planning on this to be a very long video. I mean, I know I say that. I've said that in the past in a couple of my videos, and they wind up going to 20 minutes or something. Okay, let's get everything loading in here. And okay. So, oh, I thought that was a doorway. This is the doorway. 10% read activity, not too bad. Okay, I'm not going to talk about the hard drive anymore. It is what it is. So here we are in Prague during the daytime. Now there is a specific issue, and you can see it right there. It's reflective surfaces in this game, and you can see it there as well. Everything else with this game is 100% playable on Arc. I love that effect. And you can see it on the cars. The windscreen's not too bad from this angle. It's when you draw away. Oh yeah, look at that. It's on the cars. It's on the doorways. And it is, most creepily, on the eyes. It's definitely something with reflections. Now when Intel Arc launched, and people were like, oh, the drivers need some work. This is the kind of stuff I was expecting. I was expecting, oh, you know, you're going to have stuff like this. I'm not saying this is acceptable. You know, it's like, this is the kind of stuff, it's like, oh, some things won't work, we'll need to fix them over time. This is the kind of stuff I was expecting. You know, okay, reflections don't work quite right. The game still runs, and it actually runs pretty well. I mean, I'm between 60 and 80 FPS at 3440 by 1440 on Ultra. And this is a very demanding game. I mean, if you turn on MSAA, it's going to chug, but that's part of this, the way this game works.
Feels like it's going to rain.
MSAA is a notorious multi-sample anti-aliasing is a very, very resource-intensive setting in this game, even if you just turn it to 2 times X2 setting. So yeah, I got no problems with this. I mean, it's not, I'm not happy about it with the reflections. But this is something that I feel like, oh yeah, this should be fixable. I mean, it's DX12. This is where the game is supposed to be good, in DX12. And for me, it clearly is. Just need to get a few things fixed on it. And, well, that's some stream, that's texture stream in. The hard drive went to 56 there. That was a little weird. That could be my hard drive, though, so I'm not paying too much attention to that. If I got an 8 terabyte SSD, I would immediately move this over. This is the Steam version. This is not Epic Games or GOG. This is the Steam version. So when you get it on Steam and you get a new hard drive, you can just go into the Steam hardware manager and you can literally just... They have like a drive manager where you can manage all your installed libraries, and it's very, very easy to move games from one drive to another. I would just install the new SSD, create a new Steam library, and move the game over to the SSD. And it would probably eliminate most of the issues, frame time issues you see in this game right here. But my SSDs are very, very limited, and I don't install in space right now. And I don't install anything on an SSD unless I have really good reason to do that. Little bit of frame drop there. We should be at 99%, not 90. One thing about Mankind Divided is that this sector opens up later in the day. Prague goes through, I think it's three different times of day. This is the morning time. You do a mission, come back, it's midday. Do a mission, come back, it's night. Yeah, Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Reflection issues. Otherwise, game runs fine.
Welcome to a brave new world.
If this video was useful to you, please give it a thumbs up. And thanks for watching.